Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're going on a bit of an educational journey here. The question is, does ticking war score cap? I don't know, I've never gotten this far I've never gotten that far in ticking war score in a war in Crusader Kings 3 as far as I can recall. So I don't actually know if ticking war score caps, but if it doesn't, we're going to get a ridiculous amount of land from the Byzantine Empire here. If it does cap, well, we'll be happy with what we've got. We'll find out. So for right now, these guys are thinking about making their way down over to here. There is this army in the way. The question is, yeah, none of this would be included currently. Okay, so I'm just taking a look at the counties over here. We've got 4, 5, 6 counties down this way. Is this a separate county? Let's see here. Okay, it's part of this one. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to move in over this way then, and they're going to come in via land, which is not really what I want. For now, I want them to come in via sea. I'm willing to pay the premium for that. I do, however, want to come down and stack wipe this force with our army. I don't want to have to deal with that. That'll be fine. Okay, so we're at plus 84 here. Sounds good. If ticking war score doesn't cap, which it would actually make the most sense, in my opinion, game design-wise, for ticking war score to not cap. If it doesn't cap, then we're just going to have to take something over here eventually and end the war. If it does cap, I have questions about how that's supposed to work in this sort of situation. And this would be the optimal way to do this in all of these situations. Really? You're going to attack us with 18 troops? That's rude. Also rude, this independence faction. However, we can deal with it. No problem. Get out of here, you jerk. We don't want an independence faction right now. Also... Oh, our friend died. Also, I don't want to be sieging this. So we're going to walk away. That'll be fine. We lost our steward, and so we'll need a new one. This guy will do. Cool. They're going to come in again here. This is very rude. They need to stop this. Very rude indeed. 61 on the ticking. If it caps, I expect it to cap at 100. We'll see if it does. That'll be very interesting. Now we're sieging up here as well. These guys are sieging too. They can do that. We could just go stack wipe them if we wanted to, though, at this point. It'd be fine. But they just raise up additional troops, and I'm not sure that that's super worthwhile. So we'll have to think about that. Now, looking at this here, this would be probably fine to not take, but we'll go ahead and take it. 63 is the ticking war score at this moment. Cool. So I think for now, we're just going to chill where we are. Keep an eye on these guys. They're being kept out of trouble there, in all honesty. So that's good. We're going to embark here, and we're going to go ahead and land on roads. Perfect. So at this point, this is the territory that we would get. All of this kind of light bluish. Is that purplish? I don't know. I'm colorblind. It's hard to tell. It's something like that. It's one of those. This color is objectively lighter than this color. I can tell you that. It's not this red. It's not this blue. It's this. This is what we would get. That's the best I can give you. Excellent. So we're going to make our way up, and we'll land over here shortly. This siege is underway. We're going to get this as well at this rate. So that's only 3 months out. That's not bad. Minus 66% here right now. Cool. We don't care. This is fine. And they're continuing to siege up here. We don't need them to siege, though. And I do think that we are going to make our way up this way. We're not necessarily going to take this territory back, because we don't actually want that, I don't think. Let's see, 13%. No, we're fine. We're reasonably fine here. Reasonably. So they're making their way up over this way, and we'll head up. Like I said, we don't really care about that territory. This siege is underway, and that will be finishing up in 4 months. Sounds good. 14 days here. So, I mean, this is going to be a lengthy war if we're able to pull off everything that we want, right? That's obviously going to be a thing. Like, it's going to be a very lengthy war. We have finished occupation over here, and we want to continue slow sieging on some of these lower level forts. The higher level forts over here, there's just no point in slow sieging. So, what level is the fort up here? That's a level 7. That's not too bad. Okay, that'll be fine. Our counselor died of old age, and so, of course, we need a new marshal, and it'll be this gentleman. Fantastic. Okay, sounds good. So I'm not too interested in chasing these guys down at this moment. Now we're going to siege the territories over here, grab all of these, and then we're going to head up and grab these Greek territories. Well, these are Greek territories too, but we're going to head up this way and grab these. There's also the territory over here. I'm going to be less concerned about this at this moment. But for now, this is going just fine. We're going to be capped here in another 9%. And we're at minus 72 ticking war score right now. That's great. We're very, very pleased about that situation. Ah, there is another fort over here. I didn't notice this one previously, but it's a level 3 fort, and it's going to fall super quickly. No big deal there. So we don't have this county fully occupied just yet. Yeah. But we will have it very soon. Really? Really? Ya jerks. Okay, well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split off our horse archers and, I don't know, maybe like a couple thousand levy troops down to like 10k. We're going to take these guys down over here, and we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to split off our men-at-arms and then take this down to around 10k. We're going to send them over here as well. These guys, they're going to come down here and deal with this force. That's going to be the goal. Okay, so we're going to next head over here. Beautiful. 75% ticking war score, and our vassals are still being angry. They are very upset. They'll get over it. And this guy is a total jerk. Okay. And there's not much we can do about him, in all honesty. But we might be able to do something about this guy. Nope. Well, actually, yes. Wait a second. This again? Okay. Paradox, you need to fix this. Our daughter is currently betrothed to his sibling. We are not able to negotiate an alliance from it until we do this. We break the betrothal. And we recreate it exactly as it was. That is exactly the same. And boom, alliance. I believe that Paradox needs to fix that. Desperately. Because it's a big problem. It really, really is. Wait. Did I misunderstand it? I did. Never mind. That's my own problem. Or my own fault there. The reason this didn't work is because his sibling is not his courtier. Right. That's fine. That's fine. But this does happen sometimes regardless. That bug does exist. Just not in this particular situation. Okay. That's fine. So, what else can we do here? This is something we could work with. No problem here. So we'll pull this guy out of the faction. Cool. No problem there. And we're going to continue our siege down over here. These guys are currently arriving. We're just going to have them group up eventually. We may actually lose this siege. Vassals, can you stop being jerks for 5 seconds while we're fighting this war, please? Pro tip, they can't. They can't stop being jerks for 5 seconds while we're fighting this war. But we can also do this. That'll be fine. Get this guy on out of there. That'll be another 8.5%. What we really need is this guy to have a child. Like, that's not going well. Oh, we can just negotiate with him. Never mind. We're fine. We're completely fine. Cool. Marvelous news. So these guys are going to group up. They're going to come down over here. Yeah, we lost that siege because these guys are jerks. We're going to go slow siege it, and I do think that slow sieging will be fine. We may swing back over there once we're through here. We'll see. Okay, so ticking war score. We're at 82. We'll see if that caps. We'll find out eventually. Mental break imposter. Oh boy, okay. We're going to write in our journal about it. I'm sure that'll fix the problem. Okay, so this siege will finish up. There we go. Now this siege is done. Slow sieging down here isn't going to be hugely impactful, but we'll get it going. And this slow siege is underway. Cool. Now, where are the Byzantine forces? I have no idea right now, actually. Interesting. 14 months? We can probably slow siege that. I think that'll be fine. We do have a new stewardship lifestyle perk available, and we are going to definitely take likable. Hopefully get some of those jerks to leave that faction. Yeah, that's not too bad. For now, it's okay. Excellent. So we're minus 86 ticking war score. That's exactly what we want. And we have our various slow sieges underway here. Our rival died. That's perfect. We're no longer run by stress or overwhelmed by stress. We lost a level of stress is what I'm trying to say. Fantastic. There's Crete under our control. We're going to head up to Naxos. Of course, we are currently capped. Never mind. We're at 103%. Why are we at 103%? It's capped at 100. So we're at 110 minus 7. Okay, right, because of the occupying enemy capital. That's why. Got it. That'll be fine. So we're heading in over here. And, I mean, we probably do want to take these locations. And we'd love to get all of this under our control. I don't know how realistic that really is. It all boils down to whether they cap it all at 90. We'll see. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But these guys are being jerks again. And we can deal with this. That's not a problem. Excellent. There we go. Okay. Vassals, please stop being jerks for 5 minutes. That is all. We're trying to run a big war here. Ah, they're sieging over here. What a bunch of jerks. Can you stop? An independence war. How ridiculous. Well, we'll siege it back. It's not a big deal. We are taking pretty heavy attrition over here. What is the actual supply limit here? 7720? Okay, that's fine. We'll go down to that soon enough. We'll take this back. These guys are ticking their war score. Okay, cool. What is the actual Byzantine army up to, though? I haven't seen them in quite a while. Ah, they're getting wrecked by a bunch of wars. Cool. So that's not really going to be a problem. So that's fine. I do wish these guys would stop sieging our territories, though. That's very rude of them. But I'm sure they'll get over it. Okay, so our siege at Naxos is finishing. And we're going to head up over here next, I think. So embark over and head over and siege this level 26 fort. How are we doing on bombards? We're 8 months away from those. Cool. We're not really going to be able to raise those this war, of course. 3 months on this slow siege, 7 years on this one. We'll see how real that is. We've been getting some siege events, so that's moving up nicely. There's the Byzantine army. I believe they might be coming up to attack this force. 40 days left here. $54 days and 25 days. Yeah, it's unlikely to be fixed. What is this war? We just inherited this war. Who are we defending against? Over here? Okay. Slightly awkward, but we could hire in mercs to deal with this. Yeah, like, these two alone should be more than capable of dealing with this. Cool. And it's not like we have no cash, so we're fine on that front. So 1 day here, perfect, and we will let our soldiers resupply here, I think. We'll move over to here, a slightly higher supply limit, and we'll just do that for the moment. These guys are going to wrap up their siege. Again. And then we're going to come down over here. Now, I don't expect that we get there in time. But we'll slow siege that back. The siege is on its way, and I want to check in. It is not capping. Like I said, that makes the most sense in this situation for the war score ticking to not cap. That absolutely makes the most sense. So that does put a limiting factor on how much we can take here. That's good. We want that. That is better designed than we were thinking that it might be. But we're still able to perpetuate this war for quite a long time here. So we're going to head down over here. And they're actually going to siege here. I'd like to fight them. But we'll wait until we are no longer having our recently disembarked modifier. I think. Ooh, that's going to be close. Okay, so when would we arrive there? In 21 days. Take one more day. In we go. Currently, negative. But we can put in a commander. That puts us up to positive. We will not be recently disembarked in 20 days. Well, actually, we would be. We need to wait one more day. Because that commander got us there slightly faster. In 19 days. What is happening here? 18 days, and there we go. Now we're going to arrive on the day after we lose our recently disembarked. But was it too late? No, it was not. Good. Okay, so in we go. We are going to have to end this war soon-ish. Because otherwise that ticking war score will just get to be too much. But we're going to take these guys out. We're going to hit up here. We're going to grab all of their Greek holdings if we can. And I'm hoping that we're going to be able to grab all of this up here as well. We do want to head up and slow siege up here now that we've resupplied a bit. Perfect. So we're going to get these guys out of here. That is a stack wipe. That's perfect. We're going to come over here and slow siege. And hope to get that back soon enough. We'll imprison that Duchess. And we are going to come in over here. And continue our sieges. Excellent. So at this point, if we were to peace out, this would be what we would get. Of course, we can't peace out at this exact moment. We did just discover bombards. And we're going to go for, I think, machicolations next. And what got exposed? That's okay, but it's not great. Sure. Okay, so this is going to be 3 years, allegedly. I would like to get a siege commander in over here if we can. We may not have one available. Actually, we do, and this guy will do just fine. Fantastic. So we'll get that underway. This is apparently 6 years left. I don't know how realistic that really is. 12 months over here. Do we have a siege leader here? We don't. So that'll take a little time. There is this faction still brewing. Can you guys stop being jerks, please? The answer is no. They can't stop being jerks. They are constitutionally incapable of not being jerks. But we'll make an alliance with one of them. Okay. There we go. The Independence faction is out of here for now. And we've got 3 months left here. Now, this sort of war will be much more efficient once we have bombards. That's for sure. That's extremely sure. But we're making good progress here for now. And this is a level 7 fort over here, so we can grab that as well. with our slow siege after we're done here, I hope. 21 days left on this siege. Beautiful. Down here, we've got 2 years, allegedly, and 6 years, allegedly. Okay. So we're going to move these guys in over to Varia as soon as we're done. There we go. Now we're down to 39% war score here. They're up to 114% ticking. That's fine. We can always revert that ticking, and when we do, we will instantly hit 100% war score. Instantly. So that's okay. We've got plenty of time for now. Plenty of time. I just learned that you open this with tab. It says it right here, but I just learned that. Accidentally. Exciting. Okay, well, this is going to be done in 22 months. 5 years now, and 5 months. Not bad up there. And then this one in 5 months. Cool. Once again, these guys are being jerks. We're not surprised, but we are disappointed. Okay. Is that problem done? Oh yeah, we've kind of been ignoring this war. These guys can, like, walk in over here and slow siege, I suppose. That'll be fine. Like I said, we've been kind of ignoring this war. We do have ticking on our side, so that'll end soon enough. Cool. And these sieges are proceeding. Slowly, but they are proceeding. 19 months down here. That's rough. That's quite rough. And 3 up here. Cool. So our gains are becoming quite large over here. And they will be a bit larger. I'd love to grab all of this. I don't think that's realistic. That ticking war score is pretty heavily against us right now. 18 months here still? Yikes. Very yikes. So we want to free these guys up for sure. 23 days there, and 44 days here. Cool. So this is proceeding very, very well. Our ticking over here is absolutely fine. And actually, I'm going to have these guys walk over and start slow sieging here instead. Get out of there. We won our sieges over here. Perfect. We're going to grab this barony, and then we're going to move over to here, relieve this force. These guys are going to head up here and start slow sieging like Pristina. Excellent. 15 months left here. I'm a little concerned about our attrition. I'm going to split this force in half and let half of them come over and resupply a bit. Although, they're going to have to move to a location that we have occupied, so they're going to have to move over here in order to resupply. That's okay, I guess. And 3 years on this, that's more than I expected, but I guess it's okay. They will go a little faster than that. Perfect. We're down to 26% war score, and that's great. We're doing very well on that front. Next up, we're going to head down over here. Any moment now. There we go. Is that just a big attrition tick here? I guess so. Right at the end. Okay. Well, these guys are continuing to be jerks. Nothing at all that we can do about this guy. But this guy... Actually, can we negotiate with this guy? No. No, we cannot. We can... Grandsons? That's not helpful. He has only daughters. It's very rude. They need to chill. Like, we're currently getting tons of territory, guys. Just chill. We're going to take the positions of power for now for counselor opinion. I don't think that any of these are on our council, but that's fine. Yeah, they're upset at... This guy's actually very upset about the offensive war. Fair enough. We're going to demand his conversion, and if he converts, that will actually make him a lot happier. We'll see if he'll convert. We lost the Siege of Pisa. It's okay. And does he convert? No, he does not convert. The Byzantines want a white piece. Hilarious. That's not happening. I can tell you that right now. Ticking war score over here is still a little awkward. They sieged over here. That's okay for now, though. I'm not too concerned about it. It is, however, time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish up this war. The question is, at what point? And that, I don't exactly know. We're also going to need to do something about this faction. They're being absolute jerks. We do have a few daughters left. We can get this guy out of there. It's not going to bring him down below the threshold, but we can do something like that. Maybe spread some money around over here. Like, if we were to send this guy a gift for 21 opinion, that might be enough to get him to leave the faction. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.